I dreaming? Am I dreaming? Yo, what's the point, man? Even I can't even take even the guitar cannot help me. Fuck, even the guitar, wallahi, I can't even. Wallahi, I can't even the guitar. Wallahi, I can't believe it. I swear to God. Wallahi, this is such embarrassing. Wallahi, this is embarrassing.
Hello and welcome back to Sarge Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody who's tuned in nice and early. Big ups to everybody who's watching on the replay. My bad for the lateness, but you know what I mean. This is
greatness.
Listen, you can take a wild guess. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, guys, we've done a bit of a rebrand. Yeah, we've done a bit of a rebrand. Do you know what I mean? And I'm hoping that you guys are liking it. Because I showed the thumbnail, I showed everything to the guys on the panel. They were gassed. I was gassed. Do you know what I mean? Big up to V. Big up to the Match Day Guru for the freaking thumbnails and the background, bro, because it looks terrific, by the way. But guys, welcome back to another, and well, it's not a new show. It's just a rebrand of a show. But guys, we are here for the Koora pod. Yeah? The Koora podcast, where we'll be discussing all football. And it won't be just me and Ash. So we had to rebrand from the Sardex Ash because Souls is now involved. And he's in the cut now. So now it's the Koora pod. And we might invite more people. At the moment, it's a Moroccan thing. Do you know what I mean? So if there's any other Moroccans, you never know. You might see other Moroccans. In this thing. Who knows? But right now, there's 3 fraudulent Moroccans. I think that's enough right now for you guys to digest. But welcome back to the Koora pod. The first episode 1. But technically, it's carrying on. Souls will show his face, but big up to Souls, big up to Ash, of course, joining me on this one, man. But listen, lads, we need to discuss, man. There's a lot to discuss. Man City getting
At least 5 things to discuss.
No,
5
hold on.
things. What a
We slapped them up, mate. We
That's
slapped them up, bro.
Stop.
Stay humble, you frauds.
Ooh.
Stay humble. Listen, El Guapo. Listen, you need to shout me if you want to make content. يا أخي, we can get you. دخلوك لهذا البودكاست يا أخي, تتكلم معنا ليفربول, تقول لنا ايش بغيتي دير يا أخي.
Is he Moroccan?
يا مروكو, مغربي والله, مغربي. وتبقى جالس هنا تقول لنا stay humble يا أخي. دخل راسك لهذا البودكاست الفيديو, دير معنا, عاونا يا أخي, يا حبيبي, عاونا يا خويا. لا إله إلا الله. Anyway, listen, we need to discuss Man City getting humbled. Yeah, I'm talking humbling of all humbling. We're also going to be talking about no incomings, bro. Where are the signings? We're going to be speaking about Liverpool winning, United losing, Spurs winning, of course. Yes, guys.
Yes, Akhtar. Yes, Akhtar.
Come on! Oh, we love to see it, man. We love to see it. But listen, we're going to be speaking about a lot today. We have to cram it into 45 minutes now because we were late. And these guys, it's late in Dubai right now. So, do you know what I mean? We need to cram it all into freaking 45 minutes. So, I guess we need to start off with the main course straight away. Forget about starters.
Yeah, no starters, bro.
Course.
We go straight to the dish.
I'm a man who likes to go straight to the main course, bro. Do you know what I mean? Forget about these halloumi fries. Forget about this freaking hummus al-khubz. يا أخي, أعطيني ستيك, أعطيني طنجية, خليني بدأت اللوكل يا أخي, خليني يا أحمد الوالدين, أعطيني سكسو, يلا جيب لي الطاوة. بدأت أدخل. Let me get. I can't lie. We have to. I know it's a Moroccan show, so I apologize in advance for all the non-Moroccans because we might speak a lot of Moroccan in here. But listen, hopefully you will enjoy it. Hopefully you will like it. But I think we need to get to the main course. Do you know what I mean? Souls hasn't said a word, of course, because I don't know what he's doing.
Fraud. He's getting Nando's.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
La ilaha illallah. Now you got other people. What's going on?
No. He's got an echo. I can hear. This guy's got an echo, bro. Make sure you switch off the echo. Go to your settings and switch off the echo.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like I'm buzzing. Great. Obviously, I was on Ash's watch along for the game, so obviously, a lot of my reactions on there. But honestly, like I've had about a day to sort of digest it, and for me, it's not. I'm not happy for the. I'm not happy because of the league or the points tally or anything like that. I'm happy because for me it was more of a personal battle for me because it was like Man City's arrogance, especially when it comes against Arsenal. It's like even the games last season, the season before. Again, it's not the biggest rivalry, but again, especially with all the stuff with Haaland, telling Lewis Skelly who the F are you, throwing the ball on Gabriel's head, just sheer arrogance from him. It was nice to really come back. And for Lewis Skelly,
Yeah.
that you honestly couldn't write it in the books. For Lewis Skelly to score a goal, do his celebration after him saying, who the hell are you? All you have to know now is, regardless of where we finish in the league, Haaland will never, ever forget Lewis Skelly.
What
Haaland will
about this?
never forget that.
Can you read the comment? Can you read the comment, or are you not at your phone?
No, I am. Lewis Skelly, جبت سمته.
اثبت سمطة على هالاند. سمطة على هالاند.
Yeah,
بالسمطة.
exactly.
Yeah, where's this guy? Wallahi, bro. Guys, we're finished.
I can say Oqsam Billah, my Moroccan's better than both of yours. Oqsam Billah, I can swear on anything.
Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, bro.
You're capping, bro. You're capping. Anyway,
let's have a fluent conversation and we'll see. Trust me.
anyway, Lewis
let's
Kelly
do
على هالاند وضربوا على الراس. يلا سير.
No, but honestly, big up Lewis Skelly. Big up Lewis Skelly. Thomas Partey, again, unbelievable. Again, I hope Zubamendi comes in the summer and can do a similar job because, honestly, Thomas Partey was incredible. Probably our best player. Look, I'll be honest with you. I said this to my friend before the game. Yeah. Samta. Don't ever try it.
No, you said Samta, bro. You said Samta.
اسمع
This guy's saying it like a
والله ما تقدروا تهضروا المغربيه في حالي الدارجه ديالي والله ما تقدروا توصلوا لي لا.
Okay. I don't want to waste time. So we don't have that much time to argue. We only have like 45 minutes.
بلا بالبال لا انا جبت لكم السمطات بصح ونوريكم فين هي.
لا
Okay. But anyway, look, I want to say one thing. Big up Lewis Skelly, big up Thomas Partey. I didn't think Havertz, Martinelli, Trossard was the right front three to start with, honestly, because I can't see where a goal comes from when it's those three up front starting. But honestly, they proved me wrong. Again, Trossard was very good. He didn't get a goal, but again, very good on the ball. On the left, he was skinning Akanji badly. And yeah, man, look, 5-1, you can't complain, honestly. Like, obviously, for the outlook of the season, it was more disappointing to see Liverpool beat Bournemouth than it is us beating City. But honestly, you can only beat who's in front of you, and it was a cracking win.
No, 100%. I do agree with a lot of what you were saying. Just from my point of view, I'm glad that we slapped them up, bro. We slapped them up. We slapped these guys up. And listen, this was something that was coming, man. Yeah, I wanted us to do what they did to us. When we were shit, what did they do to us? They stepped on us, bro. They said, sit on the floor. They said, calm down. Yeah, sit on the floor and understand that I'm your daddy. Now that they are shit, we did the exact same thing. Yeah, we came out shithousery. Gabriel screaming in Haaland's face. By the way, Gary Neville needs to shut his mouth. Because I can pull you clips of him probably doing that. Him screaming at Arsenal players' face. Yeah? Him getting involved and getting all rowdy against freaking Patrick Vieira in tunnels and that. And talking madness. Yeah? So don't act like you're all goody two-shoes and you do this and you do that and you were so respectful as a teammate and as a guy on the pitch when you're an opponent. You're not a respectful opponent. So give it a rest. Stop giving it all of this because you see Gabriel getting shithousery and getting
Yeah, but
doing a
also,
madness.
but it's warranted because ultimately, like people are forgetting, and even like Spurs fans and some of my friends were telling me this, like, why is he acting like that? Where's the professionalism? Like, Haaland threw the ball at Gabriel's head after the goal went in. That's the most
Yeah,
disrespectful thing I've ever seen a player do. Like,
fact.
I completely understand why Gabriel acted the way he acted. Honestly,
Mm.
and look, at the end of the day, like Man United were the kings of shithousery back in the day. So Gary Neville hasn't got a leg to stand on. He needs to shut his mouth. I
Exactly,
agree. And and
exactly. But
um and big up Mikel Arteta for coaching a 5-1 win against again the
here we
league
go.
leader, the league winners. Obviously, look,
No, it's true.
no,
No,
it's
no,
true.
of
Obviously,
course.
look, no, he coached the win. Obviously, forget everything else. We know it. But listen, he went against Pep Guardiola. I can't remember the last time City got smashed like that. I don't remember the last
Mm.
time. Maybe you guys could
Yeah.
This
correct me.
season against Spurs. This season against Spurs,
I think
4-0.
it's the
Yes,
second,
yeah,
isn't it? The second time in Pep's career that he's been held a 5 goal.
yeah.
Somebody scored
5
five
goal
goals
defeat.
against him. Do you
5
know what I
goal
mean?
defeat.
So
Yeah.
I think looking over the game, just to
Yeah.
give my quick little thing on it, because we have to get through this quickly because we haven't got time. But I'm gonna just say this. First of all, Miles Lewis Skelly, take a fucking bow, mate. Take a bow because he absolutely dominated every single one of them. Nobody beat him on a physical battle. He knew what it was. He knew that the physical battle was there, and he had to stand on business. Yeah, big up to him for the goal as well, scoring the goal, and just overall his play in the game. He was my man of the match in my personal opinion, bro. Because for a young player to be put into a game like that against Manchester City, I don't care what Manchester City are doing right now. I don't care if their fans want to tell you that they're shit. So it's not even that much of it's a big thing. You still have players that are there that are classed as very good players. We can't sit here and just act brand new like as if these guys are shit and all of them are shit. Like, no, that's not the fact. The fact is, Miles Lewis Skelly performed in a big game and performed to a very, very high level. And the amount of plaudits I'm seeing him getting on the net, it's just this is what happens when you got a star player. I'm seeing people compare him to Ashley Cole. I would calm it down for a second with the Ashley Cole comparisons because he's one of the best English left backs we've seen in the history of the league. But regardless, what I will say is a very, very good game. He was electric throughout it. Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, I think were brilliant in this game. Odegaard back to his best, doing what he needs to do, which is be everywhere, help out with getting the ball in dangerous positions, getting a goal as well, which was brilliant. Trossard doing good on that left side, causing a problem, causing trouble, making himself known on that position. Martinelli as well, getting an assist. Do you know what I mean? Being a threat on the counter attack, which is what we need from him. Still a bit predictable at times, and he still can't keep his run, but we're not going to go too much into it because we did win. Havertz getting a goal and an assist. I'm not going to go too in on Havertz today, although he missed a sitter, but we're not going to go in on him too much today because, listen, he still scored an amazing goal and got the assist for Martin Odegaard's goal. So I'm not going to go too much into him. Raya, absolutely brilliant. That save might be the save of the season. I know people are sitting here saying other saves, but that save has to be one of the saves of the season just because of how close it is and how your reflexes have to be on point for you to get that ball. How your reflexes have to be on point for you to get that ball. In regards to the centre backs, brilliant. Thomas Partey, Gabriel, William Saliba. Listen, the dynamic duo, man, they're absolutely brilliant. Both of them, absolutely electric, and they're the centre backs that you want. They're the centre backs you want in this position because for a lot of that first half, they didn't let Haaland get a sniff. A sniff. The guy wasn't getting any touches. He was getting muscled off the ball every single time. Couldn't handle Gabriel, so he had to try and go to Saliba. Ended up getting something against Saliba in the second half, but it is where it is. But overall, it was brilliant.
And
Timber,
big up, Ethan Nwaneri as well.
yeah. I was gonna. Can I land? Can I land? You fraud. There we go. Wallahi, Ash. Wallahi, Ash. Ash is just quiet because he's letting me land and get through it all.
Because I know you're getting through everyone. I can see.
Yeah,
This guy's a fraud.
he doesn't know. Timber I would say Timber had like a decent performance. It wasn't his best, but it was still a good performance, still good quality from him. And Ethan Wanyeri, my boy, my son. I can't lie, Mazris Skelly and Ethan Wanyeri, yeah, these guys are just stars in the making. These man thought that Saka gets injured. Yeah, you think you've stopped that right wing from going crazy? No. We got a machine in the back, bro. We're just making these guys. Bro. The machine, bring out the next Saka. Bring out the next Saka, bro. Stick him on the right wing. Let's see what he can do. And this is a Saka with tech. This is a Saka with elite ability on the ball, bro. So let's not get twisted, bro. But an amazing goal from him. And overall, I am gassed, man. I'm happy they can hold that. F Man City, F their whole club, F their whole freaking team, because they're all pussies. Bernardo Silva is a rat. Haaland is a pussy-o. Bun them all, basically. That's it from me. Ash, I'll let you go before we move on.
Yeah, man. I was questioned over the last week when I said that this will be a comfy win. I didn't think it'd be 5-1 comfy. I'm not gonna lie. I thought 3-1. I predicted 3-1. I think, in fact. But I predicted a comfy 3-1. And I even said this game will be an easier win than Liverpool's match against Bournemouth, and it turned out to be exactly that. What a slapping, honestly, man. And this was coming because, honestly, these guys have been crap. And I don't know why people are surprised. Like, have you guys seen them against PSG, against Juve, against Spurs, against Liverpool? What made people suddenly think, yeah, this Arsenal team is not going to be able to do much against them? It's insane for me. I understand we have our own problems, but they're not City problems. I'm sorry. They're not the same. We have different level of problems. Like, and I remember some people are saying that, yeah, but where are the goals going to come from? Which is such a ridiculous thing to say, because since Saka got injured, in the Premier League, I think we average like 2 goals a game, more than 2 goals a game. So this thing about, where the goals are going to come from is also, for me, ridiculous. I think Skelly had an amazing game, but for me, Partey was my man of the match. That guy was everywhere from the start of the game until the end.
Goal.
The interceptions he was making. I know that his goal was a deflection, but the way he read that pass from Phil Foden, intercepted it, and then ran forward, he deserves that goal. He deserves that goal. The interceptions he was making in our defensive third and initiating attacks and carrying the ball forward. There was a moment where he got the ball and out-muscled 1 or 2 players and kept running through. I was like, oh my God, this is Partey from 3 years ago, which is mental. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh, he needs to go in the summer because obviously he's getting older and, injuries and all that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't mind giving him another contract and just keeping him as a squad player.
Just like a 1 year, bro.
Player.
Just like a 1 year.
Like a 1 year, exactly. Like a 1 year, be a squad player and be.
I think he's too. Honestly, I would give him another contract and start him. I think he's one of the best midfielders in the league. Like,
yeah,
I don't
but
think
this is all dependent.
I wouldn't.
This is all dependent. This is all dependent on like results of certain cases and stuff like that. But regardless,
look, I think. Look, can I just say? I want to add one thing.
Let me finish that. I want souls.
Yeah, let's not talk about it just because it's
no, I won't talk about it.
We get cancelled.
Yeah, look, I still don't. I'm not going to talk about Havertz as much. I was super pissed off, as you guys obviously must have seen in my watch along with him after that miss. And yes, he's made up for it with a very good finish. But definitely not someone we need to keep as our main striker. Like a lot of issues there. I think if we had like a top quality striker yesterday, we probably win like 7 or 8-0 or 8-1, let's say. But yeah, incredible performance. And this thing about this, the way Gabriel was taking the piss out of Haaland is exactly what I was screaming for. I was on Hussam's show and I was saying, like, I want Gabriel, like, at the end of the game to go in front of Haaland and do the Evra celebration he was doing in front of Suarez's head. Just piss him off, rile him up, and, make sure that he remembers that stay humble crap. He'll make sure he remember it. Skelly, however, took it to a whole different level. Honestly, I was celebrating that goal like mad. And then I see him doing the Haaland celebration. Yo, bro, this guy is a player with personality. He's a player with quality. He's a player with talent. Now, to answer, because Quincy has been asking this again and again, and I'm like, let me come to it. I still think we overhype our teenagers. And the biggest evidence is what Saad just said a few minutes ago, where people are calling him the new Ashley Cole, right? So I do think, yes, we do overhype him. We do overhype our youngsters. We overhype Waneri. Someone was like, oh, Waneri is the best. Actually, to be fair to Souls, he said he's the best under 18 or something after Yamal, which I don't think is crazy because there aren't many under 18 like world-class talents right now, or not world-class, but top talents. But I guarantee you there'll be people who'll be like, oh, he's on Yamal's level. I guarantee you there'll be people who'll say, oh, Waneri is already on Yamal's level. So, yes, I do think
Not
we
yet,
overhype
not
our
yet,
youngsters.
not yet.
No, I know, not yet, but I don't even think he'll ever get there. But the reality is, these guys are talented, and it's our duty as a club to make sure that we don't like push them on the spotlight all the time. They shouldn't have that responsibility and that burden of, damn, I need to start every game, and if I don't show up, it's going to be a problem. And this is why I'm okay with us not getting a backup right winger anymore, because I think Waneri is a good backup to have for Saka, and not even backup. Actually, he can even help. I'm not gonna say compete and push Saka out because I still think Saka is a better player. But I think we have that option of doing that.
To be a backup. I think he's
no, he's definitely good enough to be a backup. But I'm saying he's even better than that. I think we can even use him quite often as a rotational piece, and we can even use him as the 10, which is his main position, to be honest. So he'll be covering up for Odegaard and for Bukayo Saka. So he'll definitely get games for the next 4 or 5 years. And look, he's 17. He has a long time to go, and he's eventually gonna get there. But yeah, what a freaking dominant performance.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say, right, and I swear I don't like ending on a negative because I want to celebrate this one, and I am celebrating this one. And I said before the stream, before we started the match, before I started the watch along, I said for me, this is the game of the season for us in the Premier League, at least, regardless of what we do in the Premier League, because I don't think we're winning the Premier League. So I just want us to slap them up. Sorry, let me say it the correct way. Just slap them up and end up enjoying that one match. But I just want to say it sucks. It absolutely sucks that this kind of result is not going to end us winning a trophy, because this would be a lot more memorable. It would be memorable regardless, but it would be a lot more memorable if we end up winning the Premier League with this, or even the Champions League. Even if we win the Champions League, that result suddenly becomes etched in a bit more. Like, you know how people talk about the City 6-1 slapping of United at Old Trafford? The reason why it's highlighted even more is because they won the league that season. It was one of the results that led them to winning the league. So if only we could have won the league. And look, obviously we're going to speak about the transfers. We've bottled it. Obviously, it was obvious we're not going to get anyone, but it is what it is. Like, the match though, incredible, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and can I just add before we jump on it? It'll be very quick. Like Ethan Nwaneri's obviously finishing from the right hand side. Like, for a guy who's 17 to be able to have that trademark finish, like, honestly, I'm amazed by this guy. Like, I know obviously I'm not comparing him to Yamal or anything, but I mean, for his age, the maturity, the IQ, the ability to run at players, like he's someone. He's who I thought Sterling would be when he came in. Someone who's direct, runs at players, and he's just taking it on board. Obviously, I know that we signed Sterling to be a Saka backup, and Nwaneri's just come in and gone, no, like I'm here and he's here to stay. And obviously, the issue is obviously, as Ash said, when Saka comes back, Saka's very rarely injured. Obviously, touch wood, he stays fit. But when Saka is fit, he will always play. There'll never be a chance where Nwaneri will start over Saka, because Saka's been our most consistent player over the last 3-4 years. So, but he has got an opportunity in the 10. He's got opportunities. He's a diverse player. But honestly, big up Ethan, man. Like, I love him. I actually love the kid.
Do you guys know? Do you guys know the goal we scored? Do you guys know the goal Waneri scored was the most passing sequence that led to a goal since September 2023? That's a year and a half. 36 passes, consecutive passes led to that goal, bruh.
But I will say, not to take credit away from Arsenal, but I will say this on a separate point. City were poor yesterday, like absolutely shocking. Like, they were really bad.
I agree, but I think
that's one of the worst I've seen City play in a long. They couldn't even string 5 passes together. Like,
but Souls, would you not say? Look, I agree they were poor, but would you not say we made them really bad? Like, because I think generally they're poor and they would probably lose. Like, if they were just their normal poor this season, they would have probably lost like 1 or 2-0. But I think we dominated them so bad and we slapped them up so bad that again, okay, let's take away the banter and stuff like that. Generally, from the way we moved the ball, how quickly we transitioned from the back to the front, the way we locked out, I know they ended up scoring, but outside that goal, and I know the Raya save that obviously Saad mentioned, they didn't have that much of a sniff. And that's why, and in my opinion, I don't think they've faced any team this season as tough as us. I mean, they obviously know how good we are, but the reality is, I still think even though they know how good we are, they weren't prepared for us. I know people will say that Spurs slapping was worse, and it probably was because it's at the Etihad. But I think that's more of an anomaly. Like if they play at home against Spurs again, they don't lose that kind of game. If they play at the Emirates again against Arsenal, they
It
probably
could
lose
happen
5-0 again. It could happen again, exactly.
Yeah, agreed. Obviously, because obviously we're expected. But anyway, I know we're running out of time. We can move on
Yeah.
now.
Let's quickly speak about the transfers. Let's not focus too much on it because I'm going to do my rant tomorrow.
Can I start on this part, Sad?
Go ahead, bro.
Honestly, on the transfers, I want to say one thing. Yeah, like I know. Look, I wasn't upset because I thought, you know what, Mateus Tell, I don't think he's the right profile for us. I don't think he's a massive upgrade in the left. So I was like, I don't really want him. But Man United, but we know that Bayern agreed a deal for 50 million from Tottenham, 50 million transfer fee for Tell to go to Tottenham, and then he said, and then Tell rejected Tottenham because he didn't want to go to Tottenham permanently. He wanted to go back to Bayern after he builds his name up, gets regular games at Tottenham. Hopefully, he does well. But they rejected it, and then they weren't accepting any loan without obligations. That's why United deal broke down because Bayern wanted a permanent transfer or an obligation or even an option, but then he ended up going to Tottenham for the exact deal that us and Man United wanted to take him for. So I'm bizarre. I'm like the only explanation I can think of is that we weren't really that interested in him, or maybe we couldn't guarantee him regular game time, or we couldn't give him the salary that he wanted because it doesn't make any sense to me why he'd go to Tottenham with a loan with no obligation. But honestly, the transfer window has been shocking. I thought we needed some sort of upgrade in the attacking positions. Obviously, the Watkins was never really serious. We bidded 40 million for him. It was never going to be accepted. They just let go of John Duran for nearly 80 million. It was a stupid offer. It was a PR offer.
By the way, they let
they were-
Duran go and they signed 2 in his place. 2 players.
Exactly, Asensio. And I thought even United have made 2 signings. City have made 4 signings. We're the only team that have just sat back and gone, you know what? We're not going to be too hasty. We're going to wait. Wait for what? Like, we're literally...
Us and
we got it.
Liverpool. Us and
Yeah.
Liverpool, and that's not good company to be in.
Yeah, and it's bad because at the end of the day, we're chasing Liverpool. Obviously, I know there's a very low chance we're going to win, but we're actually in the position where we need to sign players because we at least maybe can do something. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why are we not trying to strengthen our attacker? We have 2 of our main attackers injured, and we're just not able to. Honestly, like our transfer policies, I'd love to I know we have no Edu's left, and maybe we have no direction in terms of transfers, but I just thought, look, at the end of the day, if our summer target is Isak or Gyökeres or whoever it is, maybe if signing Watkins was going to hinder us for our summer targets, then I probably wouldn't have wanted Watkins anyway. But there's no excuse for not going for a loan. There's so many teams now have gone for players with loans with no obligations, and like Asensio, like there's so many that have joined the Premier League with no obligation to buy. But us, we're just fiddling around. Oh, we're interested. We're like Fabrizio saying we've made a phone call. Like, come on, it's just rubbish. But yeah, that's my little run on it. And I think our transfer, it's been a horrific January transfer window, especially when we've had 3-4 players injured right before that.
Yeah. Ash?
Yeah, look, nothing is surprising. I honestly would have been more surprised if we ended up signing someone. Like I did think at the beginning of the window that we'll probably get someone, but someone unknown. I even mentioned it'll not be someone that we've heard of. Someone from La Liga that probably plays in a mid-table team that maybe comes on loan just to help us out. But over the last week or two, I generally lost hope in that. It seemed quite obvious we're not going to get anyone. And I'll tell you guys, in my opinion, I'm not justifying it because there's no justification. I think it's absolutely inexcusable for us to not get a striker this summer. Sorry, not this summer, this winter. Because I initially said we need to get a right winger before a striker, in fact. But that's because I didn't think Koneri is going to shine like crazy on the right wing. And he was obviously injured as well, and I didn't know how long he's going to be out for. So, but I think what these guys are trying to do, what the club is trying to do, is they're probably trying to wait for the summer and go put in a proper bid for someone big, like Isak, I don't even think Gyökeres, because if it's Gyökeres, we could have bid now. Maybe even Osimhen, but maybe he's not going to move this Jan.
Mm-hmm.
My problem with that, look, I can see the pros and cons to that if that's the case. Because the pro is obviously, we don't want to get someone like Watkins now, and then turns out we don't get any striker in the summer. Because we're not the kind of club that's going to go get 2 strikers in a row, especially when we still have Havertz, especially when we still have Jesus on the books. And Jesus is not going to go anywhere with the ACL injury now because no club is going to take him. And obviously Havertz is going to be kept as a bench player, as a squad player, which I'm not that mad about it. If he's a bench player, I don't mind. As a squad option, I don't mind having him. So I can understand it from that perspective. But then, in my opinion, the way you could counteract that is we don't have to go get someone big this Jan. You could have got any striker on loan from like the Bundesliga, from the La Liga, from the Serie A, or even the Portuguese league or the Dutch league or anything. Any striker, mid-age striker that has decent finishing.
Who's that guy that was being freaking sold out for freaking everything, bro? From Leverkusen.
Victor Boniface.
That's it, Boniface.
Yeah, I would have. If it's just a loan until the end of the season, I would have got Boniface. 100%, I would have done that Boniface deal. So, in my opinion,
I actually rate Boniface. I actually rate him.
I don't really. I don't know much about the guy, bro.
I don't rate him that much. He's a bit lazy. He's not like the kind of profile of striker that will work with us long term. But at least until the end of the season, we have a good option available, especially with Jesus out for the rest of the season. Because even if I was to be a bit naive and say, you know what, maybe Jesus can keep that form of Crystal Palace. Well, that's gone now. That's gone. His knee's bust. He's out of the season. So I don't know. Like, and by the way, I'm saying all this assuming we are gonna go make a big bid in the in the summer and get someone massive, right?
Yeah.
If we don't, this has been such an embarrassing and disgraceful year, in my opinion. Then,
I mean,
what the hell did you let go of this Jan for?
Yeah, listen, I'll be real. You guys are a bit calm. I'm livid. I'm disgusted. The board and everybody that is at the top is spineless. And fuck all these guys. If they don't sign anybody, because we still do have approximately, 9, 10, 11, 3 hours. We have 3 hours left. 3 hours to somewhat do something, yeah? If they don't sign anybody, these motherfuckers are spineless, yeah? Bun these guys. I'm finished with the lot of them, bro. I'm done with the lot of them. This Jason Ito guy, get him the F out of my club. I don't need this guy, yeah? We need to go and get a proper guy who can get deals done and over the line. Because there's no way that we've got so many strikers available. There's no way that we've got so many strikers that are here, yeah? And we're not signing no one. It's disgusting, bro. It is disgusting. And I'm not doing this whole because Ash is at least giving the benefit of the doubt. Or maybe they're saving for somebody in the summer. Bro, we don't need it in the summer. We need somebody now. I need someone now. My striker at the moment is literally in front of goal. The goalkeeper's on his knees. The other player's freaking doing this, yoga. And this guy is hitting it to the side, bro. How do you miss? When everybody else is off balance, bro, and you're in front of goal. There's nobody even in front of you like willing to save that. And you fucking miss, bro. That's what I have to deal with as a striker right now. Yes, he scored the goal. Fair play. You scored the goal, bro. But that is what we need to do. Like, we have to bring it. And Arteta, I can't even put blame on Arteta now. Because Arteta said it the whole season. Or said it the whole window, or not the whole window. He flip-flopped after halfway through. But after that, bro, he said that. He said, no, we need backups. We need people to come in. We're short in the attack. And again, the board is letting us down. Again, these owners are letting us down. Again, this freaking whoever this guy is, Jason Ito, this makeshift freaking I don't even know what his freaking position is. Sporting director. This guy is letting us down, bro. If Arteta is involved in all of this, then he's letting us down as fans. It's a disgrace that we've not signed anybody. It's a disgrace that we haven't bought anybody in. And the only thing we've seen this whole summer window, this whole January window is, you're getting Zubimendi in the summer. And that's not even confirmed. That's not even confirmed. Contract signed up, everything. That's not even confirmed yet. Can you imagine? So Zubimendi might not even come in the summer. That's the thing. That's what we're dealing with here. It's a disgrace. This whole window was a disgrace, and the higher ups are a freaking disgrace. I promise you now. I'm done with these guys. I'm furious. I'm freaking done. I'm done with these guys. Get everybody out of my club, man. The owners are not going to sell up, so there's no point of us freaking sitting there screaming all that shit. But yeah, I'm done, man. I'm done.
Look, you guys know my stance on the
I'm
owners.
done.
Like I'll be against them in. Well, again, when I say against them, I'm not saying currently out, because you guys have to understand how that works. But I'd be against them in the summer if we regress the season and they don't sack him, which is most likely going to be the scenario. They probably will not sack him, because I still can give them benefit of the doubt and think like, hey, we've given you this much money. We told you, because you guys understand like how businesses work, right? You don't just end up spending money willy-nilly out of nowhere, right? You sit, you have budget talks, you have transfer talks, you have plans for the next couple of years. So I'm pretty sure at some point, Kroenke and the board must have sat with Arteta and Edu in the last couple of years and were like, this is how much money we want to spend over the next 2-3 years. This is how much money, given the PSR regulations and all the crap that we have, that we can. Yeah, I don't know where he went. This guy's a big fraud.
He's all over the place.
Yeah, this is how much money we have. This is how much we can spend over the next few years.
Mm.
How do you want to budget that accordingly? Because every time I see Havertz on the pitch, and I remember that we spent 65 million on him, I remember it was Arteta who wanted him. It wasn't Edu. It wasn't Kroenke. It wasn't Richard Garlick. It wasn't Vinay. It wasn't anyone. It was Arteta, right? If you're telling me that Arteta, the board was like, oh, I'm sorry, you either spend 65 million on Havertz or no one else. We're not allowing you to get anyone else. That's absolute cap. There's no way. There's no way. So the only benefit of the doubt I can give the board here is I can say maybe they've spoken to Arteta when they were doing the budgeting, and they said, this is how much we can spend over the next few years. How do you want to spend your money? And he decided, I want to put 65 million on Havertz. And that's why I put the entire blame of the striker situation on him. Because the board don't dictate to you who you should get. This is not Florentino Perez, right? This isn't Khlefi, who end up like going over the manager's head and saying, no, we have to get this player. We have to get this player for PR. We have to get this player for image. We have to get this player because he's so good and he's going to help us in the and win stuff. They don't have that kind of dominance and that kind of, they have the power, but they don't end up inserting themselves in these kind of decisions.
Bro,
but
where's Sheikh Mansour? That's what I need, man.
Yeah, look, I mean, we're never going to get someone like that, to be honest. These are anomaly owners, to be honest, who just, like, they don't care about the money they spend, they care about winning. And it's a rare thing to have, because the reality is most owners that buy football clubs are looking for investment opportunities, right? Even though you obviously make losses, a lot of losses on big clubs, but they're obviously probably looking long term. But yeah, look, I'm not mad at the board as much. I mean, they did end up trying and getting Watkins. I know people say that was a PR bid, and to be honest, I said it once out of anger as well, but I know it probably wasn't. They probably did think, let's see if we can somehow tempt it, because he said he's an Arsenal fan, and he's someone, if we can get him for cheap, for like 40 million, we can still go after a target this summer. We can still have that kind of budget for the summer. So it is what it is. Look, it is what it is, but for me, I'm more mad, and I know this will trigger Souls if he was here, but thank God he's not, because I don't want to sit and argue for an hour. But I put majority of this on Mikel Arteta, in my opinion. He's coming out now with the, yeah, of course we need players. We're short. Yeah, but you didn't need players because you're short. You needed a striker regardless of whether Saka and Jesus were here or not. And that for me is also a big problem. Like, look where his head is at. His head was at, if Havertz and Jesus were available, then I didn't need a striker.
Solutions.
Yeah. If Havertz and Jesus were available, then I was fine. I was good. I didn't need anyone else. So it is what it is, man. But
yeah. Listen, we do need to get to a couple of other things. Liverpool winning at Bournemouth. I mean, we said that it would be a statement win if they did win at Bournemouth, and they did manage to get the win. Fair play to Liverpool. They went there. Mohamed Salah again, with elite moments, showing why he's an elite forward, showing why he's one of the best players in the Premier League and one of the best players in the world. Getting the win over Bournemouth is massive, especially going to the Vitality Stadium and getting the win over them. It's massive. You not a lot of teams have done it this season. I actually don't know if they lost this season at home. But regardless,
I think they have, yeah.
But regardless, it's a massive feat, and Liverpool went there and done it, and now they've kept it at 6 points gap. Obviously, we're going to be waiting and hoping and praying that Everton can do something for us. The likelihood of something happening in that game, I'd say it's 50-50 because it's a derby. For some reason, I don't know what it is about Liverpool. They're a big team. They're a massive club. I don't know what happens with them and Liverpool, them and Everton. For some reason, it just, whenever they go to that stadium, to Goodison Park, something happens to those Liverpool players where they just start to do a madness. So hopefully, Everton can do something for us. We know what happened last season. We know how they got packed up, put in a spliff and smoked by Everton. And listen, hopefully they can do something for us. But in regards to this game against Bournemouth, this is showing us that it's like we said, bro. If they win this game, I don't think these guys are dropping points. At this point, it's just hoping and praying. Do you know what I mean? I don't think these guys are dropping points, in my personal opinion. Ash, thoughts on this game? We'll just try and get through them quickly. Yeah, Ash is just drinking, guys, and eating, chomping. Let's let him finish his bites. Oh, Souls has joined us again. Here
Yeah,
we
let's also go because I'm
Yes,
finishing my I'm finishing my fakas. That's why.
Sorry, guys.
Al-Fakas.
Sorry, guys. My phone.
I love Fakas. It's so good. Wallah. I'm the only one that ends up eating it. Everybody else doesn't like it. But I can't
Yeah,
like
my mom went. My mom went to place and got like Moroccan sweets.
Kab al-Ghazal is.
Yeah, I love Kab al-Ghazal as well.
Kab al-Ghazal is. Kab
She got
al-Ghazal, I
Reba.
always. Bro, I remember one time I bought a kilo of Kab al-Ghazal and I ate it myself, bro. Can you imagine? I felt sick, but I felt happy. Do you know what I mean? How can you feel sick and happy at the same time?
Yeah, imagine. I want to address one thing quickly because Ali A said, you said the same thing about Bournemouth. Just to defend Sar and to defend myself because I made that statement as well. You guys did struggle against Bournemouth. Why are you making it seem like you went there, you dominated them, and it was a very comfy win? They hit the post before you scored. Clivert missed one of the sitters of the season when the score was 1-0. So it's not crazy to say that, yeah, you're going to go struggle against Bournemouth, which you did, right? And you have one win against Everton at Goodison Park in the last 7 seasons in the Premier League. So there's a chance you guys drop points there. Don't make it seem like it's
Look, what?
It's out of the
Like
equation.
what?
You're still going to win the league. I'm saying you're winning the league, but you can drop points.
Yeah, no, they can. But also, I want to address that. Like, obviously, my bad for dropping off. My phone died, so I had to basically put it in charge. But look, Liverpool. I watched the Liverpool game against Bournemouth, and what I will say about them, to give them credit, they are animals, man. They keep going. Like they play at such an intensity. Like, again, they can be got at because they're playing such an intensity that teams can get ahead of them, and it's just about finishing their dinner. But if you don't finish your dinner against Liverpool, they will get a chance. They will get another chance to score a goal because they've got elite players up front. I thought the game could have gone either way if Clivert scores that chance. Clivert, I still think about Clivert in my sleep every single day because I'm thinking if that goal went in, it's a completely different game, especially if Bournemouth sit back. And I just think like again, it's small margins, such small margins. But yeah, look, Everton's going to be a tough game. They're on good form. This is the best time. This is the worst time for Liverpool to play Everton. They've got a new manager. They've got a new manager bounced. They're playing well. Who knows? Who knows? Look, we can't think about other teams. All we can think about is winning our next game, and what Liverpool do is in Liverpool's hands now. If they drop off and lose it, then we need to make sure we're there to capitalize.
Nah, 100%.
Just I agree. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying I agree, and I saw Mike's comment now, but that he says if we draw none, then we can lose 3 times and still lead based on goal difference, which is absolutely true. Because I don't think the goal difference will be closed down. Because I think Liverpool will continue scoring a lot of goals. But look, I said there's a 0 chance of us winning the league. The only way it happens, in my opinion, is if Liverpool drop points in this game. Let's say the gap then becomes 7 points. If they draw, for example, and then they lose away to City, right? Because that's the only thing that I can look at and say, okay, that could be a catalyst for things. Because They still have to go away to Villa. They still have to go away to Fulham. They still have to go away to what do you call it, to Chelsea before they play us. And I don't see us beating them at Anfield, but I want to at least go there with less than 3 points gap between
Yeah.
us, where we can say, okay, at least if we win, we have a chance. We probably won't beat them at Anfield. I don't think they'll beat us either. I think that'll probably end a draw, but at least we have a chance that, okay, if we beat them, we go top. So we need to make sure we get to that kind of point. And the only way that'll happen is if they drop points against Everton and they end up losing
What
to
you
Man
lot saying
City.
about Tottenham? Because you lot laughed at me for predicting them to win.
Yeah, okay.
We'll
That
come.
is
We'll
that
come to
is
predictions. We'll come to predictions. Let's finish this
yeah.
first.
Oh
But I'm
yeah, we're
assuming it's
still doing
done.
predictions. Yeah, cool. Um, yeah. I completely agree. I think I'm in a. I want us to get to that game. I want us to get to that game against Liverpool, at least being able to catch them, maybe get on level points on them, get level on points with them, or get ahead of them by 1 point. Regardless on whether we can win it or whether we can't, let's just we need to just do our job now. We need to go forward. We need to do our job. A lot of I don't think we're gonna win the league. I think it's completely gone now. The Champions League, in my opinion, I think all major trophies are going to be gone now, in my personal opinion, because we didn't sign a striker. My my belief on us possibly winning was heavily based on us bringing somebody in that attack, a striker, somebody that can score goals, but we haven't done that. Now it remains to be seen what we do in that situation, because right now the only forward we have is Havertz in striker, and he's clearly not good enough. So we just have to see what's going on. We have to try and move through this time at the moment, which is I'm not looking forward to seeing Havertz up front for me for the rest of the season. I'm not looking forward to it. I'll be real with you guys. In fact, it disgusts me a little bit. But regardless, um, listen, I just hope we can go and do our job, go and win our games, and whatever happens with Liverpool happens. Do you know what I mean? If they win the league, they win the league. It is where it is. But we are going to be having discussions at the end of the season about the manager. It's simple as that, regardless of what happens.
Yeah, and look, I'll just address this point before we move on to predictions. Like, as Mike says, but Ash, if we win versus Everton, we can draw 4 games and still be leading. Look, I agree, which is why I said you have to drop points to Everton. Like, if you draw the Everton game and you lose to City, it's literally contingent on these two things. You have to drop around 5 points against Everton and City. Then at least the gap becomes, I think the gap then becomes 4 points. Even if we exclude all the other fixtures, because let's say you drop points to Fulham, but then we drop points to Forest, and we go that way until you reach the Chelsea game, where if you draw to Chelsea at the Bridge and the gap is now
Feels like
2
a right back.
points, yeah, and the gap is now 2 points, at least then we go to Anfield with the chance of, if we somehow beat Liverpool at Anfield, we can go top of the league. You get what I mean? And this is not going to happen because I don't think you guys will lose to City. I think worst case scenario, you'll get a draw, but I think you guys could probably beat them. And I can see a draw happening against Everton. But yeah, in my opinion, it's not enough. And I'm not counting games like Villa away. That's why I didn't mention Villa away and all these other games, because we have Forest away. So if you drop points away to Villa, we can drop points away to Forest. Like, these things can happen. That's what I'm saying. The City and
It'll be.
Everton game will determine everything for me.
Yeah, for me it was Bournemouth, to be honest. I was hoping. I thought
Yeah, I
Bournemouth
agree. It was Bournemouth as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me, Bournemouth, they were in amazing form, and they were playing well, and I think it's the first time they've gone goalless in like 2 months or something. So look, I think it's in their hands. Like, I don't even think we should be saying this. Like, it's in their hands. It's their league to lose now. We all, like, obviously I'm still predicting regression in the league. Well, regression as in a lower points tally than we did last year. But regardless, it's Liverpool's league to win. I think they will win it. I think it was done a long time ago. We missed out on key games against Villa, against Fulham, and those are the games we should have capitalised on against Everton. And look, it's our fault we're in this position. It's not Liverpool's fault. It's completely our fault. But look, at the end of the day, as Saad said, I'm really, really not optimistic, man. Because like even if you were trying to even see what happens in the league, we've not signed a single player. We've literally not signed a single forward. Like, do you know how many players were available on loan with no obligations? There was so many. Like,
Yeah,
I would have taken Asensio. I would have taken a lot of these players, even though
I probably
they
would
might
have
not.
taken a sense. So you're right because he can play
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
right as
because
well.
yeah, exactly. And it's like again, we have nothing to lose by taking a player, paying him 100K a week until the end of the season, and giving him back to his club at the end. Like at the end of the day, we need reinforcements. Arteta knows that, and all of our fans know that. But look, we don't look at the end of the day, like it is what it is. Saad said it all in regards to the ownership, and I don't know who's responsible for the weakness in the transfer window. But whoever's responsible for it has really messed us up because now again, and to be honest, I know what Arteta is thinking. Arteta is thinking that we can still do what we can with the players we have. That Arteta is always going to think that. Do you know what I mean? But like, there's no chance now. We've not signed a single player, and it's that's disgusting in my opinion, especially when you're trying to at least do something. So look, it's very unlikely. I thought it would have been done even if we signed a couple of players. I don't think we would have won the league even if we signed Watkins, in my opinion. But you at least give yourself that cutting edge of at least doing something. You know what I mean? You can't not even sign a single player on loan and everyone around you signing players. Do you know what I mean? City can go and sign 4 or 5 players, spend 250 million. Even Villa, who might not have as much money, they've signed 3 players and they've spent basically nothing. They spent nothing and they've signed 3 players. They're just paying three players 120K a week each. Well, we can't afford 120K a week, and we're paying Havertz like 300.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, I didn't hear
Sucks,
a lot
man.
of what you said, but
That's calm.
I
I'm not gonna
I
speak
heard,
no more. I'm not gonna
I
speak
heard,
no
I
more.
heard the back end of it, and I agree with that. Whoever's been in charge, I don't care who it is. In my opinion, they've seriously let the club down, and let the fans down. Um,
I wish one day they would like reveal someone would come out and reveal the conversations that happened back scene, like because for us, right, we're sitting here saying, "Oh, why did no transfers? Why did no transfers?" But what if the board and Arteta and everyone were very clear from the very beginning? There's going to be no transfers, and we're sitting here like getting all excited and anxious and nervous and angry. When the reality is, they went into this window already knowing they're not going to sign. And you know who I hate more than anyone, and I'm going to mention this: these freaking pretend ITKs on Twitter, without naming any names, but those people who come on Twitter and will tweet shit like, it's gonna break the internet. It's gonna break the internet. Oh, watch out for what's gonna happen tomorrow. And they pretend like they work with Arteta, like they literally have dinner with Arteta every night. Arteta tells them, yeah. Don't worry, guys. We're fucking getting someone big. Don't worry, guys. Shut the hell up. Don't act like you know something that we don't. You know nothing. You know nothing. You didn't even see the Zubermendi news coming before Sami Mokbel mentioned it, if that even ends up happening. We were never going to get someone. We tried for Watkins as a out of like desperation bid, right? It didn't work out. That's it. We're gonna wait till the summer right now, which I'm not agreeing with. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Don't suddenly come out and act like, oh yeah, it's gonna break the internet. Just wait, and then you ask them, okay, who's the player? Oh no, we can't reveal. We can't reveal because like because you don't know anyone. That's so stupid. I guarantee
yeah,
right now, if I go pay Twitter, I don't know how much it is. Is it $8 a month or so, whatever, and become verified? And I start tweeting like internal sources told me that actually we're signing a 23, 24-year-old profile player, blah, blah, blah. I guarantee it'll go viral. And I'm a nobody. But that's just how gullible Arsenal fans, because they're so desperate for some good news, that these pretend ITKs act like, yeah, you know what? I am in the know. I know what's happening in the club. Follow me and get good news from myself.
yeah.
This pisses me off, bro.
Listen, big up to JJ Ash with a super chat saying big up Sad and Abu Shush.
Hey, big
Congrats,
up, bro.
Abu Shush. Congrats on the big win yesterday. Went to the ground in my crutches after my ACL surgery, bro. My thoughts are with you, bro. ACL surgeries, it's not the one, man. It's not the one. It is not the one. But it was well worth it. Believe, lads. Hopefully we can do it and win it. Listen, I'm hoping and praying that we can, man. I'm hoping and praying we can, but the reality of the situation is I think we won't. just because of the person who is currently top, how they are playing, how they are not dropping their heads. Do you know what I mean? It's not looking too
You know
good
what we
for us
need?
Arsenal fans.
You know what we need? We need like a mental 1 hour, like what happened yesterday, right? Suddenly out of nowhere, Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis are being traded as swapped. We need something massive like that. Like, oh, Arsenal just lost Havertz. But Gyökeres is walking through the door, wearing the God knows number. I don't know what number he'll wear, to be honest. 14 or whatever
Number
it is.
9, man.
No, number 9 is already occupied by Jesus. I think
Yeah,
number 14.
well, he can give
We
it
need
up, man.
something like that, bro.
Out of
We need
respect,
something
he
like
can
that.
give it up, man.
Bro, I would take
Can
Luka
we,
Doncic in this team right now.
can we give Sterling for anyone? Can we just let him go to like somebody for?
Yeah, and we'll pay as well. Like I would give him to United and say, hey, United, we will
Yeah, I'll
pay the
chip in.
100K wages.
Yeah, I'll chip. Like
Yeah,
honestly, I very rarely say this about a player, but I actually think we would play better without Sterling like at all in the club, and that doesn't even
I
make
agree.
sense. That doesn't even make
No,
sense.
no, no,
But
no. Let me explain to you why it does. Let me explain to you why it does make sense, right? Because let's say there's a game where you're struggling, you need someone to come over, or even a game when you're leading and you need someone to, you want to make a change because you have to make changes, right? To make sure players are like rotating and stuff. Arteta now by default will bring on Sterling, right? Because that's who we have on the bench. That's what he did yesterday. That's what he's been doing the last couple of games, whether we're winning, losing, drawing, whatever it is. Imagine now Sterling is not on the bench. He's like, shit, but I have to bring someone. I have no choice. He will either bring in some youngster who probably will do better than Sterling, or he will say, okay, I don't have anyone, so I'll keep the same 11 on the pitch, and we're still better off. If he decides I want to keep Waneri on, even though he's getting a bit leggy, a leggy Waneri is still better than full of energy Sterling.
I agree.
Martinelli on the right, who I don't rate at all on the right, is probably still better than Sterling. So actually, Arteta then will be in a situation where he'll be like, well, I have no option, so I have to go with this, which is still better than if he had Sterling.
Well, we're in the mud.
You are on the money there, Sols. We're actually better off if Sterling is gone.
Well, we're just in the mud, man. We're just in the mud with this front line, man. But listen, guys, we need to do these. Can we quickly do these things real quick?
Predictions.
Yes, because
we're just gonna basically run through like what happened last time.
I'm hella confused. We said
no, because we're not gonna make predictions for the next coming weekend. We can do that on Friday.
No, we're doing that Friday, but I just wanted to go over the predictions. You said 8 o'clock. Yeah,
I do.
يلا.
It's not changed. We started late. I'm being respectful. I'm being a good part of the show, bro. I'm being a good guest.
I appreciate you.
Okay. I mean, Chelsea, West Ham.
What one did you miss out? You missed out of thing there. Oh no, yeah. Oh yeah, Chelsea.
No, I didn't. I did. Chelsea West Ham are playing now.
So
let me show it here with this fraud scores as well. Look, while he was right about Spurs, so we'll give him his flout. Where is it? Spurs. But you guys laughed at me for Newcastle and Wolves with Villa. Now, yes, I didn't get them correct. I understand. But I told you guys like this will not be an easy game. I told you guys that actually Wolves can get something and Fulham can get something. In the end, unfortunately, I should have predicted a 2-1 win Fulham. I don't know. Should have predicted a 2-1 win Fulham. But anyways, yeah, look, this week's, I think Saad ended up reducing the gap by 1 point. We got a bunch of zeros, Saad, by the way. A bunch of zeros. Like, we got a 0 in Liverpool, Bournemouth. We got a 0 in Spurs, Brentford. We got a 0 in Ipswich and Southampton, which was, for me, that was a shocker as well, guys. I'm not going to lie. That probably was one of the biggest shocks of the weekend. Even a bigger shock than Forest slapping Brighton 7-0. It's mad.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
You know when it was when it was 3-0, I was hoping that Brighton would just score, bro. But that was far from
yeah, JJ. I'm half Sudanese, half Moroccan. So yeah, man. I'm كيفك يا زول.
He's confused.
Okay, so
JJ is Sudanese, guys. I'm assuming because he said Zol Tabana means our Zol, and Zol is what we call Sudanese guys. I'm assuming that's.
Ash, what were these zeros? I'm confused here now.
Okay, so basically, Souls, we put the scoreline here.
By the
And
way,
then
big
the
up. Sorry, big up JJ Ash for the super chat. By the way, I appreciate you. Thank you.
big up, JJ.
Yeah, Habib.
So if we get the correct score line, we get 3 points. If we get the correct results, but not the correct score line, we get 1 point. And if we get neither the score line nor the result, you get 0. Right? So this is for me and Saad. This is mine over here. This is mine. And this
And
is Saad.
inshallah, next season we're gonna do
We'll
it.
have one for you as well.
We'll do it for the start, and then we'll.
No. Actually, for now I will add souls here, so I can do it easily.
Yeah. Can you do that?
Yeah. Insert column. No, I'll do it.
Oh, because I'm looking at bare numbers from mine. I'm thinking, did I get them all right? I'm seeing
What,
like
are you
2s and
mad?
3s.
You must be stupid.
I'm seeing
Yeah,
2s
so
and
I
3s.
can. Nah, relax. My God.
But can I just say? But can I just say? Obviously, the just to kind of say, obviously, the Spurs game. It was because I watched the United game instead because they were both on at the same time. But the Spurs game, when I spoke to my Spurs friends, they were saying that predicting Spurs to win isn't even that big of a prediction because he was like, we were bound to win a game somehow because they haven't lost, like they haven't won in
true.
so
Oh
long.
my god!
They haven't won in 7 games.
Yeah,
That's
in 7 games.
That win over Brentford is a bigger surprise than freaking Southampton winning.
Actually, maybe you're right. I actually agree now.
Are we nuts? This is Brentford at home, and
Yeah.
it's Spurs with a depleted defense, bro, and everything.
And
No one
my
would have
friend said
thought
that Spurs didn't even play well. Apparently, Spurs
that
didn't even
was
play
you.
well. Apparently.
Listen, as much as we say about Ash throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks, that was you throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks, bro. Come on, let's be serious.
100%.
You couldn't have believed that Spurs were actually gonna win, bro. Come on.
Yeah, so
Who
just so you,
me?
Yes, you 100%, bro.
No, Wallah, I actually believe Spurs are going to win the game. I swear to you.
Okay,
Like,
well,
so just so you know how you did in your first week with us, because he was giving it the big end and everything. 1 second, let me just put this here. I got for this week, I got 3 points. Saad got 4, and Solzu only got 2 points. So yeah, hold that, you fraud. You can take your Spurs prediction. Yeah. So outside the Spurs prediction, you only got something else correct. Everything else was super wrong. Right? Yeah.
Wait,
So
why?
you can
Wait,
hold
why
that
did
and
you-
shove it up your ass.
Wait, hold on. Why is he acting like he got like 7 points? I don't understand.
Nah, but bro,
No.
you were acting
Because
like
you were acting big. You were
madness.
like, "Oh, guys, give me my credit for Spurs," and I'm
Listen,
like, "Damn, he must have had a good week."
I
I'm
listen,
like,
Jesus,
wrong,
Jesus,
wrong,
listen.
wrong.
Listen.
And even if you get the
3
Chelsea
points.
prediction right, unless you get the score line right, you're gonna be dead last. By the way,
What was my prediction? 3-1.
you said 3-1 Chelsea. I said 4-1
Yeah.
Chelsea.
You know,
I don't even know what's
What
happening.
did I
with that,
say?
by the way. I think
1-1. Allah,
1-1,
let 1-1 come true, bro. Let 1-1 come
To
true.
be fair, I think Saad's one will be the most realistic by the looks of it.
The game just started. It's been 15 minutes, guys. Or 13 minutes. Let's calm down.
No, but
Never
I don't
know.
know why I predicted 3-1 because West Ham are actually on decent form as well.
Did he just
Why are
say
you laughing, Saad?
Because he just said mine one's gonna be the most likely when the game just started. Of course, it's gonna be 0-0. Souls, man. Well, like, Souls is the best. I swear.
I just
I love
clocked that. I
Souls.
swear,
I
like,
swear.
what a weird comment. Is like, yeah, it
I
looks
love
like
Souls, bro. I
so
don't give a
far it looks like Saad's thing is gone. Imagine if I predicted a 0-0. And
Oh,
like, yeah,
why?
it's been 2 minutes into the
I
match. Yeah,
love
Ash's
him,
prediction
bro.
is gonna
I
come
love
right.
this guy, bro. Wallahi, you're my brother. I swear.
Oh,
Souls is
my
just
God.
naturally funny, bro. Wallahi. He doesn't even try.
He's not even trying. Yeah. It's just who he
You're
is.
the best, wallahi. You're the best. But guys, we will be doing so. This show will be going. So what we're gonna do is just to set out the times. Monday it's gonna be every Monday 7 o'clock, and then Fridays the normal 8 o'clock. So Mondays and Fridays will preview the games, and then Mondays we'll be speaking about the games. Hopefully we'll have a bit more time next time. We can be here a bit earlier. It's just the bottom line.
I'll be here early. I can start in a bit early. It's just fraud that needs to make it.
Yeah, but guys, listen. Souls, ايش من وقت تكمل الكرة؟
6 p.m. UK time he finished.
Yeah, so it's actually sad. شمن الوقت كتكمل كورة سهلة باش تقولها بلا ما تزيد الهضرة. It's very easy to say actually.
Bro, ignore him. He's being an idiot. He doesn't
Guy-
even know his own grammar. He doesn't even know his own grammar.
والله فين السمطة؟
لا،
فين السمطة؟ بغيت
And by the way, the actual correct thing is إلى ساعة تخلص. That's
sorry.
That's what
Listen,
Moroccans actually say.
Listen,
So shut the hell up,
identity crisis over there on the right.
Yeah,
Pipe down,
shut the
please.
hell up. At least I know how to speak my thing.
Listen.
He speaks like a
Anyway,
Tunisian.
I'm
No
gonna
offense to Tunisians,
speak.
by the way. I love
I'm
Tunisians.
trying I'm
I'm
trying to make it shortened for just to get my point across, and this guy's starting to get literal. Like, actually, you got it wrong, and then on top of that, you got it wrong, bro.
Okay,
When
sad.
you were trying to
Okay,
correct
I'm
me.
gonna talk. I'm gonna talk to the only other full Moroccan in this live.
You're not full Moroccan. Wait.
Sad.
Hold
You're not
on a
full.
minute.
Wait. You're
Hold
not
on
full.
a minute.
Sad, no. Ashraf,
You're
don't.
half and
Ashraf,
half.
don't. Ashraf,
I'm
don't.
full
Ashraf,
Moroccan,
don't.
bro.
Ashraf,
Okay,
Both
don't.
fine,
parents, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So watch yourself,
There's
man.
not
Don't
a
talk
lick
so much
of
shit.
other blood.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
forgot. You know what?
Exactly.
I forgot. No, you know what? I
It's
forgot. Ashraf knows too much about me. I forgot. Wallah, I
Exactly.
forgot.
I can
Bro, there's
expose
not a lick of blood in my body that's not Moroccan, bro. It's all
No, by the way, guys,
Mashallah.
let me
Better,
clarify
wallahi.
this for
Yo.
anyone watching. Let me clarify this for anyone watching. I love my other half as well. I love my Sudanese side. I am
Yeah,
half
of
and half.
course.
I'm proud
Yeah,
of
big
it.
up,
Yeah,
big
I
up.
love.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
up
I
Sudan
love
as well.
Sudan.
Big up Sudan. I've got loads of Sudanese friends. But no, look, نقول لك صراحة, look, الستة كنكمل. أنا نشوف باش نوصل للدار 6:30 6:45 باش نقدر نبدا في 7. It just means I have to leave straight away. Like إلى نمشي نجيب الماكلة وديك الشيء خصني نصاوب ديك الشيء قبل.
Bruh,
Anyway,
get your
we're
food
gonna-
before the game
guys,
then. But
we're
anyways,
gonna
we'll
speak
figure
about
it
this
out.
after the stream, guys. Listen, this has been amazing. I'm gonna let you guys go.
Wait. Last thing before we leave, because we're not gonna meet until after that game. Newcastle, Arsenal. We don't have to talk about the game. There's no time.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys see us come back or not? Especially after this result.
Yeah, the answer is no. But as I said, the only chance we do have, which is a 5% chance, is if we need to go 2-0 up and take it to extra time and hopefully win on penalties.
Which even that's looking a bit mad.
Habib JJ.
Yeah,
But
and even
wait,
that's looking crazy.
Do you guys know? I don't remember. There's no away goals, right? Obviously in the League Cup.
No. If we go 2-0, it goes to extra time.
Yeah, even if we win 3-1 and all that kind of stuff, that's fine. Okay, but I don't see us doing that though, man.
Yeah.
I know they lost. I know they lost at home. I know they lost at home. I think they got slapped up by Bournemouth 4-1 a couple of weeks ago at home,
Bro.
And they lost at home again this time to Fulham.
Right now is the best time to play them, as well as
Best
that.
time.
By the way, as well as that, guess who's in London today doing scans on his hamstring? Joe Linton. So if Joe Linton is not in their team, that is a big part of their midfield. That runner that they have all the time, the extra pass, he's not in their team.
Yeah, but historically though, we've struggled against Newcastle, especially at St James Park.
Yeah.
Two seasons ago, we beat them 2-0 there. We need that kind of performance.
Yeah, look. If we have the clinicality that we had against City and we go all guns blazing and we don't drop off, like, and we just go there. Look, we will go out there. Look, we have nothing to lose. So I think Arteta is going to coach in a very attacking game. We have nothing to lose. Do you know what I mean? Like it's unlikely anyway. Where the dark horse is going into the game. So
and
look,
if we make it to the final, I think we're definitely winning this. Genuinely, I don't care if Liverpool or Spurs make it. I don't think we go with that kind of confidence and install it up. We don't get any major injuries anymore, at least until the Liverpool game. If we don't, and we somehow make it to the finals, I think we'll win this. I don't think we'll make it though.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you guys read Ornstein comments about Matthias Tell? He said Mikel Arteta didn't want to just bring any. He didn't want to just bring in a body. Like he didn't want to just bring someone else just to be a body in the squad, like an extra person. He wanted to bring.
But we need bodies.
I didn't want to bring in bodies, bro.
But then we go and sign Sterling in the summer. Mad.
No. But we need bodies though. Like, please tell me why. Please tell me what he saw in Sterling that he didn't see in Matthias Tell. That's what I have one question to ask him. That's it. What do you see in Sterling that you don't see in Matthias Tell? Like,
obviously Tell is better than Sterling, so I'll definitely have him over Sterling. But it's not like we need a striker. We don't need wingers. We have I'm happy with Trossard and Martinelli fighting it off on the left wing. I'm happy with Waneri holding down that right wing until Saka's back. Striker is a problem, bro. It's a big problem.
Guys?
And look, I know we played Trossard as a striker, right, against Girona, and it didn't he didn't do much, to be honest. That game, it was very, 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 very poor. We don't even have a youngster that I think we can promote and play him up front. It is. Unless we play, guys, we should play Martinelli up front. I think we should at least try that, in my opinion.
But we're not going to, because he doesn't want to do that. That's the problem.
By the way, Martinelli's clinicality up front isn't that good either. I'll be honest with you. I've seen him miss some big chances as well.
Yeah, but I've also seen him score some incredible finishes. So it depends which Martinelli you get. He needs momentum. That's the thing. If he gets momentum and he goes 3-4 games in a row where he's finishing, I think that'll eventually come back. Because 2 seasons ago he was our best finisher. But anyways,
Perfect, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, love. People, we are out of here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for watching us on the first episode of the Koora Pod. We'll be back on Friday for this show. I'm gonna
don't forget to like and subscribe and be humble, guys. Don't forget to stay humble.
Stay
humble.
It's a
very good feature to have in life.
Be humble, like and subscribe. I'm gonna pass you guys over to Hassan, where he's doing his watch along. Excuse me, for the Chelsea game. Smash the like button, subscribe. We out of here, people. Peace.